Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be putting some new used tires on the 78 C10. This I cannot wait for. Alright, so like I said, we're going to be putting some tires on this thing. Now, this is a spare wheel. This is not what should be on it. It's a spare. It's got to be, because it's the only one that's silver, the only one with white lettering tires, and the only one that is Tiger Paw. I don't have nothing against Tiger Paw. I mean, I like their tread design, and it has a lot of meat to it. I mean, check that out. But look at the cracking. I mean, it's all the way down the tire. All the way down. And some areas are worse than others. It's really not even safe to be even driving on. I don't want to risk it and tearing up the truck. Not only that, the valve stems, if I'm not even going to touch that, if you just look at them wrong or even breathe on them, they'll pop. I mean, that's how bad it needs them. The ones in the back are the worst. Now these are the tires that are supposed to be on it. Well, they all match except for that one, and I have the matching one. Then I'm gonna have the tire shop that I go to put it on for me, because I want to paint these wheels black. Yeah, I've already made that decision. I'm gonna paint them black, and then I'm gonna put the chrome center dog dishes back on it, and that'll look good, I think. It'll match the whole truck. But right here, camera's not wanting to focus today. There's a, humongous crack, real bad, all the way around that. There's cracks all in the tire. I mean, these things are like 20 years old or 13 years old, something like that. Yeah, 07, 10 week of 07. It's pretty dang old, man. Needless to say, stupid as I was, I've done 70 in this truck, and then later on realized that I could have died, because, 10th week of 07. This one's worse. It's got more cracking all around it. Kendra radio is the tires. They do get low in air. I have to keep them aired up. This I don't like. I hope that that's just the chrome cover, and that it comes off and it doesn't strip or whatever. If it gets it off and I realize it's not no good, I'm going to change it, because I want these. I want it to all match. I don't want that crap. I don't know who put that on there, but I don't like it. And this one actually does have a nail in the tire somewhere. Where did I see that the other night? Somewhere one of these has a nail in it. Actually, right there it is. Right there. Straight down. And you can see the tread, how it's eaten up. Like it's like pitted and eat away. And I've not really done any burnouts in this at all. So, not sure why that's happening. And this one here in the front, it's done the same way. It's cracking all the way around. And these are not too bad, but the ones in the back are the worst as far as the valve stem goes. So I'm going to have the tires that I got on my S10 wheels. They're 15s. They're 235, 75, 15. And I'm going to put them on these wheels. Sucks that the S10 wheels don't fit on here. I just throw those wheels on and leave it like it is for a while. But the bolt pattern is different, so they won't fit. What else? So tires, valve stems in each one of the wheels, and then balanced somewhere around probably 60 bucks out the door is probably what it's going to cost to have it done. And I'm going to show you the tires. They're not the best as in tread like these, but they're a tad newer, and they're not cracked and tore up like these are. Not only that, I think these have some flat spots in them, because when you take it down the road, it's starting to show signs of flat spots. It kind of shakes a little bit, and I don't want the belts to come loose in the tire and then it poof. So the drive is like somewhere around 20 minutes away, 20, 25. Me being clear across on the other side of town. A lot of red lights to go through, so before we get to that, I'm going to go ahead and go through the brakes, meaning I'm going to crawl underneath and bleed this side, bleed the other side. Try to bleed the back. I don't know. I really, truly don't want to touch them because of how rusty the bleeder screws are. Don't want to snap them off. The master cylinder is bad. It does leak inside the truck after you've driven it around for a little bit. So that's awesome. Does it still have fluid? No, it does not. The front one is gone. If I'm not mistaken, the front would be considered the rear brake line, and the back would be the front. I'll have to follow the lines and double check all that, but I believe that's how it goes on these. So maybe I'm finally getting fluid at the back. I don't know. I could just take the cap off and pump it like I did before and see if I can get a better brake pedal, because I mean to tell you, she's oh yeah, she's been leaking. You can see the stain, and maybe that's where the brake fluid went. Check this out. Alright, nothing, 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 and brakes. And brakes. That's pretty bad. And this is on there because of the doggone brake light switch is bad. And so right there is like the very first start of the brakes. Then you push it to stop. That's all I've got. It should be somewhere up here, I would have thought. And then, you know. So I'm going to crawl underneath before I take it way over there, because I don't want to lose brakes. Some of the roads are 55 and some of them are 45, but the last one's 55 all the way straight to the place. So I'm going to go ahead and try to bleed the brakes, go from there, and we'll see what happens real quick. Alright, so this tire and the front tire over there are both bled. I did not touch the back. They were looking a little crusty, and I know what that's going to turn into if I try to touch those. So, and not only that, this one is actually already self-bleeding itself because it's leaking out of the drum. So, yay. Alright, so, jump in here. I got a better of a pedal now. Put it in neutral, let her warm up a little bit. And I'll load up the tires real quick, get some tools together, and I need another fire extinguisher just in case. Steers like butter. Alright, so here is the wheels and tires, but I'm actually just taking the wheels off. I mean, yeah, the tires. They're not the best. However, they're not dry cracked. They're not as old, and they have white leather tires, which is going to look sick with the black wheels and the center caps I'm going to do. 44 week of 2012. So, like I said, it's not the best, but it's newer, and they are 235 70 15. So I'm gonna go ahead and load all four of these wheels up and get those changed, and gotta get some gas too, I think, and then we'll head to the tire shop. Alright, we're loaded up, ready to go. Truck's warmed up, got the tires and got the wheels, got the spare to change it back over so I can have the dish caps back on it. Got tools inside, some extra tools just in case, and tools inside, fire extinguisher, and we got some brakes, and we can't forget a full cup of Dr. Pepper. So I think we're ready to roll. Yeah, I need a little bit of gas. So touchy. So I'm gonna get the camera mounted up and get this thing rolling. Always the fun part, getting off of this driveway. Or should I say, not off of it, but on it. Kind of have to really run and jump on it. Went ahead and checked the fluids and the transmission, 3-speed, and well, it was low about a bottle, so I dumped some Lucas additive 80W90 in there, and that should take care of it if there's any kind of wear. The truck only has about, well, 109,000, but I don't know how long it's been low like that, and I've been driving it around with it being low, so it needed to be filled back up. Traffic is horrible. I am really glad I went through those brakes a little bit because I've been using the hell out of them. I mean, it's only around 3 o'clock because the buses are out, so you'd think this would be 5 o'clock traffic, but it ain't. Definitely flat spots in the tires. I feel it going about 15, 20 miles an hour. Either that or I got a brake that's hung up. Something's shaking. Yet again, another red light. After this, it'll be a good straightaway for a good, I don't know, 15 minutes. it close. Them brakes still are not the best. And we made it. Rides a lot better. Can actually do the speed limit now. Alrighty guys, we made it back. Damn truck did pretty good. Old Blackie is getting to be real good and reliable, and I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. So next is, and I'm not sure if I'm going to include it in this video or not, but next is I'm going to pull the wheels back off here and paint those, put the dog dishes back on it, meaning these guys, they're chrome, they just need to be cleaned up. They're really dirty. So I've got all four of those. I'm going to put